I think because I'm no longer directly involved in football, I can maybe be a little bit more honest about it than somebody who's involved in football at the moment. And I can, well, as long ago as '83, which was the cup final, which was Brighton against Manchester United, and I'm sure it happened with Ray as well, because there was a man who approached all of us as Brighton players with regards to some financial inducement to basically throw the game. And he did say that he had actually also spoken to all the Manchester United players. Now, it was quite a substantial sum of money, but...
Ray, was you offered this?
No, not at all.
I've got to be a bit serious here. A lovely, lovely monster game of football have been blighted by all sorts of allegations. We should be truthful. MS for a minute. I've got to be truthful for a minute. They have made me monster sick. Some of my best mates in the game, like Brucey Grobbler, Hans Sagers, John Fashionable, have all suffered. Monster suffered. To show that sort of thing doesn't really go on in football, I thought it would be a funny, monster funny to set up Mr. Monster Clean himself, Ray Wilkins. Now, Ray thought that he was appearing on a live show being broadcast to America, and the monster programme was a bit of a PR exercise to help boost the poor image of this English game. Helping me to set poor Ray up was this TV presenter Mike McLean, and another monster Mr. Clean, a guy called Gary Stevens, who had Ray literally reeling on the ropes with a monster amazing confession. But before we see what happens to Ray, let's have a look back at some of his action from the old days when he was a player. It must be very old footage, because I think you'll see he's got all this monster hair. I don't know where he got it from. He should have kept it.
Good morning, America, and welcome to Sportsnet, brought to you live from England. We have an
Now watch how Mike wastes no time in getting Ray at it with a couple of monster dodgy questions.
Ray, over to you first. It's not been the greatest of years for QPR, has it, really?
No, it hasn't. We started badly and basically it fell away for us. We had a couple of spells during the season.
Got worse.
Yeah, we had a couple of spells during the season where it picked up, but really we made too many mistakes.
Now, there's been a lot of criticism about you wasting the £6 million you received for the sale of Les Ferdinand.
Yeah.
With you bringing in Mark Hateley from, what was it again?
From Glasgow Rangers.
Glasgow Rangers. What are your views on this? I mean,
no, I think along the way, I'm new to management, a bit of a novice in actual fact, and I'm bound to make mistakes, and I'll probably make more mistakes as well. But I thought Mark would be good for the club. Unfortunately, when we bought him, he was injured.
I thought we handled Mike's question quite well-ish. But now it's time to turn up the monster heat. Don't forget, Ray thinks he's a guest on a show going live to America. As Mike reads out a news item related to the alleged Grobbler bribe scandal, Ray can have absolutely no idea of what's about to come.
Football bonds, does this happen, Ray?
I've no idea, and we're going to have to wait a while to see if these guys have been fairly done by or unfairly done by. It's amazing that it can happen, but I can't really say that I've come across it.
Gary, did this ever happen in your career?
Well, I think because I'm no longer directly involved in football, I can maybe be a little bit more honest about it than somebody who's involved in football at the moment. And I can, well, as long ago as '83, which was the cup final, which was Brighton against Manchester United, and I'm sure it happened with Ray as well, because there was a man who approached all of us as Brighton players with regards to some financial inducement to basically throw the game. And he did say that he had actually also spoken to all the Manchester United players. Now, it was quite a substantial sum of money, but...
Ray, was you offered this?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Do you know of any United
We should get his name out, get him out in the open.
Do you know of any United players that,
None at all.
Well, I can only speak from my side of the fence.
Did you take it?
Eric, I was 21 years of age. I'm trying to get on in the game at the time.
You took it?
No, of course I didn't.
Why not?
Of course Why not? Because I was frightened, basically. That's the simple truth of the matter. The consequences.
When you were older, did this happen again? Did this happen when you were, you were, like you said, you were 21 then? Yeah. In your career, did this ever happen?
Yeah, again, related in actual fact to the FA Cup, which we, as a Spurs player...
If you think Ray's got a nasty shot, then just listen to what happens next.
Coventry, but there was the quarter-final, we played Wimbledon at Plough Lane, and again, we were firm favourites, and I guess the odds were long for Wimbledon, yeah, we were approached as a whole. We had a few days down in Brighton prior to the game to sort of escape from it.
Well, same guy again?
The manager, and no, it wasn't. But the same nationality, in actual fact.
So, Gary, did you take the last bribe?
Gary, don't be a schmuck. Stay quiet.
In a word, yes or no?
Well, can I just sort of explain myself first before I answer that? But I think at that stage I knew my career was coming towards an end, and you know, sort of a five-figure sum is a reasonable amount of money, to be honest with you.
Eric, what are your views on this?
Wait, that was the question. I mean, did you take it or not?
Basically, I invoiced a company for promotional appearances. Yeah.
So you actually took a bribe?
No, I did some. It was promotional work.
So in a game, you took a bribe. Yes or no? A simple yes or no.
But the truth was, it was for us to lose the game, and we actually won the game. So
in a word, yes or no? You took a bribe in a game of football.
I was offered some money. Yeah, and okay, fine. Yeah, I can't.
You took a bribe.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough.
I can't believe Gary just said that. Let's hear him again. Wait, that was the question. I mean, did you take it or not? Gary, you schmuck, don't say it.
Basically, I invoiced a company for promotional appearances. Yeah.
So you actually took a bribe?
No, I did some. It was promotional work.
So in a game, you took a bribe.
Well, that's his career gone.
Yes or no? A simple yes or no.
But the truth was, it was for us to lose the game, and we actually won the game. So
in a word, yes or no? You took a bribe in a game of football.
I was offered some money. Yeah, and okay.
Now listen to Ray's voice. He's suddenly got a new one.
No, never. I've never. This is the first I've ever heard of it happening in English football. I've got to say. So I played in Italy for 3 years, and Italy said, people used to say to me, the Italians, it's rife in Italy. Not once in Italy.
Ray, if you were the manager of Gary, what would have been the situation?
I'd have gone and got the fellow that's offered him the money. And got him out in the open.
Well, I mean, you're 5 minutes before a kick-off.
I'm sorry, I'm absolutely flabbergasted.
What would you have done to Gary? If Gary was your player and this had happened?
Sacked him.
Straightforward as that?
Yep. And I'd have informed me.
OK, if you're watching, if you're still watching, obviously this is a very high-profile show. Let's just see after the short commercial break. We'll be back in a little while. Thank you.
During the break, Mike's going to try and make the most of this monster scoop. He can't believe his luck, and he's going to try and get hold of a few quid and try and get Ray to do a story.
As I say, this is the first I've ever known.
Has it never happened to you? I mean,
no one's ever offered me nothing.
Would you do that? Would you actually take it?
I'd fucking smack him. Personally.
I can't believe it. Oh. I've got a little studio in Bushy, and I've finished up with a worldwide exclusive here.
I could just see the people in America now. Bloody hell.
Now, I think we've got to try and get out of this, because they may think every player takes bribe, you see. We've got 40 million watching us.
Especially with the scandal at the moment with Hans Seegers, John Fashanu and Bruce Grobler.
I think Ray would rather have a large scotch.
Do you realise the consequences of this, Gary?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm.
Can you find out? Sorry, can you find out the press guy while on the phone?
Because I invoiced for promotional activities. That was all.
Yeah, but you just admitted that you knew that money was to throw in the game.
You do realise that you can.
But did I?
You could
you said that.
But did I throw the game?
No, but you took it. No, it's like attempted murder. You actually murder somebody, but you attempted. You still got done. Am I right, Ray?
No, I thought so.
Gary, you could go to prison for this.
Is there any more water?
I'm surprised that
you need more than water.
Give him a scotch. Why are they playing with his wedding ring? I didn't know he was married to Gary.
Have you, I can't go with this. This is a brilliant story. It's a very good story. Ray, could I do an interview with you, Ray, after this?
Yeah, me.
Just regarding it, I mean, if you don't...
No, I'm not going to land Gary in it, no.
But he said it, hasn't he?
Sold it for 40
He said
million,
it, yeah, I know he said it, but I'm not going to do an interview to go out over here.
Gary, do you mind if I do an interview with you and Ray a little bit later on regarding this?
Well,
I think you're better off leaving it, Mike, as it stands now.
No, I mean, I can...
I know you want to do an interview.
You should do a bit more on this when we come back.
I don't think you'll be coming back.
Well,
we've got permission. We've got permission.
Oh, we are?
Brilliant. If we can talk about this a bit more.
All right.
Stand by.
Welcome back. If you've just joined us, we have a very hot show on our hands here. Ray, we've been talking about the bribe that Gary Stevens has accepted. This has gone out. Gary, I mean, basically before, you did accept the bribe. Ray, true or false?
Well, we've heard...
In a word, yes or no?
We've heard what Gary's had to say.
Please.
We've heard what Gary's had to say.
In a word, Ray, yes or no?
You just listen to me for a second. We've heard what Gary's had to say. And as far as I'm concerned, it's finished. As I said before, I'm flabbergasted that it's ever happened. End of story.
Gary, do you regret taking this bribe now?
No, I don't see.
You're still playing now. Would you do it again?
I'd love to be playing now. I really would.
Then
I
would
don't
you
think
take
you're
money
going to be
again?
playing much after this.
Well, considering obviously the reaction from everybody here, then I guess the answer would have to be no, because clearly you know.
So by saying no, you've actually now rubber stamped that you did take it the first time.
Gary, do you think you should get back into football again?
Yeah, probably on the other side of the world by the seams of
Ray,
things.
what are your
yeah.
views on Gary getting back into the footballing world?
Well, I've got to say that after what we've heard from Gary, it would be very, very difficult.
Why?
Because the clubs wouldn't employ Gary now, I don't
I
think.
agree with that. Even non-league clubs. I mean, you know, even non-league clubs want to win matches, or.
Ray, would you give Gary a job maybe on the youth side and nurturing your youth?
I'm
and
sorry,
maybe the
I'm
reserves?
flabbergasted with what's happened. I'm not going to slaughter Gary. I've known Gary many years. But no, I wouldn't give him a job at my club.
In the years that you have known Gary, did you suspect for one moment, Ray, that Gary
I've
could
never
be
suspected that any footballer in England has ever taken any money. And as far as I'm concerned, I really didn't think it ever happened.
But you know now, so did you not think for 1 minute that Gary Stevens, he has this clean image in the world of football?
Oh, I wouldn't have thought Gary would have taken money, no.
He's a cheat.
I wouldn't have thought Gary would have taken money.
I'd
Do you
have to
think any player
defend that. I'd have to defend that. I didn't cheat because I didn't.
Gary, you took a 5-figure sum. In my words, that is cheating.
Well, those are your words. That's your choice, isn't it?
Listen to Ray now as he masters the art of understatement.
I think Gary would probably, this would not have come out yet.
I think you're rather this hadn't come out either, Ray. Especially when Mike switches the conversation to possible police involvement, the reason for which will become clear a little later-ish.
I think the police could actually, well, again, I'll answer it for him, not answer it for him, because I just kind of bear to look at him at the moment, is that I think, no, I'm serious, Gary.
Yeah.
I think no, because we've had enough,
but
bullshit in this business for the last 2 years, the people, allegations, and nothing's been proven, and suddenly you open 40-odd million people in America and told them you took money to throw a game.
then what about you?
What
You
have I
know?
done?
Well, I don't know.
Only once I did that with you, Gary. I mean, it wasn't illegal what we did.
I can't believe that you think me, Eric, would do something dodgy. Are you sure? Thanks, Ray. Anyway, Mike has gone into another break. Ray thinks that Gary's career is now over. I'm not surprised. But will he do anything to help Mike's career? And for the first time since he confessed, Gary asks Ray for advice. How will Ray react?
Say thank you, because this is going to put my career up, Gary. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I personally think I should just zip it now. To be fair.
You should be your lawyer, I think, Gary. About zipping it, I think you should go right to your lawyer. Amazing.
I'm not. You know, the fact that I'm not directly involved in football anymore.
Still a criminal, that's a
I
civil.
don't know how they go about it, Gary, to be honest with you, pal.
What would a psychologist make of Ray's body language here?
We're just having to apparently we're just having to stay off air for a few minutes. I don't know why, but I'll let you know when we find out.
I'm just going to be a legal problem. He's admitted to doing it. We haven't been an allegation. He said he did it. Look at Ray's reaction when he overhears a producer telling Michael that radio talkback shtick that the boys in blue are on their way to the studio. Oy vey.
You got the police coming over.
Apparently so, yeah. Statements.
Get out.
Rodney Marsh has been watching it in Tampa. It's phoned Venables, yes.
What's Venables got to do with it?
Apparently it's just got right out of hand at the moment.
He's Terry's mucker, isn't he?
Yeah, but why would Terry be
No, I
interested
think
in
he
this?
just probably phoned someone in
I
England.
might be phoning Terry anyway, yeah, just saying, boom, I've just seen Gary Stevens on TV or something.
Ray, do you think you could help Gary out in any way? I mean, with this coming, is there any way you could help him out in that
As regards what?
situation, you know, with the fellow and that?
There's no way you can help him, is there? Really?
Dunno,
No, I don't know the legal implications of what's gone on. I'm not that hot on that sort of stuff. But it's going to be tough, this.
Is there any news on the police?
Are they coming to interview us?
2025.
But we don't need it. They just see a tape, can't they? We've got a tape of this shit. We don't have to see us, do they? I'd rather not be involved with that.
Apparently they want signed statements. Gary, if I do...
I thought at this point that Ray had had quite enough and decided it was about time that he was put out of his misery.
So obviously I can sell it to the highest bidder with... I mean...
We'll do
It's
it
easy
this.
to do an interview. Save me put.
In actual fact, Ray, you've been
You've been monsters.
Are you serious? Are you serious? You've done me like a kit ring. Good grief. I can't believe that. Is that straight? Yeah, how gullible can you get?